Hello. I think we're live. Yay. And I think I fixed my chat today, so that's great. Alright, let's have some music playing. What else can we do? Just test audio. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Not sure why it says unstable for my internet connection. Okay. Since yesterday, I have been I had some clients in the morning, and then went to the gym, showered, had lunch, which was salmon and rice that I cooked, and now we're here, just chilling and having a nice time. Okay, so what I did was, after yesterday, because was not listening to what was going on in the game. I completely did not know what I was supposed to do after the person told me what I was supposed to do. So I went to watch my VOD to see what was the last thing we needed to do, and it was to find rope in a box with a code that says 1234, or that we have to do 1234. So let's try and find that box. All right, let's do game capture. Yeah, there we go. Oh, where? Whoa. Yay. Alright, more Firewatch time. Okay, thank you, music. Time to pause you. And then let's bring in some Firewatch sounds. Oh yeah, I muted it. Are you getting any of the sounds from the game? Let's check. Okay. Let's see. Chat is risen. Yeah, it works. It works. It's real now. Thank you. It looks great. Thank you. I'm just trying to listen for the game sounds. Okay. Good. I think yesterday the voice parts of the game were a bit low, but today we have subtitles on, so it'll be easier to. We can make it a little bit. Just maybe a little bit louder. We can check it again later. 80 please. 80. Oh well, 79. Okay. We are back. Aha, okay, it says find rope. Great. Yeah, find rope. That's exactly what I need to do. What's an NFS box? I'm sure it will tell me when I'm like, that's the NFS box. Open? Can't open that. Maybe it's just not in this room. Okay, let's go out. I think we have to go out. I think. Let's look for this box to get rope. Another thing. Ah, I see. This is how I can move to my cursor. Another stupid thing yesterday was I was like, how do I because I have two monitors going on. How am I supposed to get the cursor to go to the other side or in the game? And then I kept moving the camera, but I'm so silly. I could have just done this all along. Silly. Okay. Anyway, we are looking for some rope. What do I do? Oh, these are the gas tanks for my building. I see. Oh my god. Come on. Move properly. Okay. What? Oh, okay, that's one way to go down. I have a feeling that the box should be in my house. But it's telling me to find the where is the cash box? Am I being stupid? Ooh, turn. I want turn. Yes, turn. What? What the heck was that about? What? Why did I just run backwards? Let's go again. What in the world? Okay, let's look at the map. We are there. Oh, cash box 306. I see. We have to go there. Okay. What does this mean? North. We have to go west. Northwest. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I guess this is north. Wow. I don't know if I've ever done this in my life. Maybe once in a camp called Outward Bound Singapore. And we had to just figure out our way through the jungle. With map and compass. Okay, I guess we keep going this way. Can I climb over this? Nope. Nope. Oh, I've gone so off course. I should just follow this. Right? Am I doing right? Okay, I'm back. Back on course. This one. Don't. Okay, I'm doing great now. Nature Master. Honestly, this is what I was hoping for in a exploration type thing. Is that the box? Alright. Oh.
So are there a lot of these out in the woods?
Yeah, we got them all over the Shoshone. They saved us a lot of back and forth to the trailhead. Don't take all the good stuff.
Yeah, all right.
What's the good stuff? Is that it? Where's... I need to put in the code though. Ooh. Okay, updated map. Take a note. Ron. Hey man, guy couldn't take it, so I locked up his lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you like. Hiking into the park, but let's get fucked when I'm back. Alright, Dave! Okay. I'm gonna pick this up. Huh. Return to nature. Deal with whoever. Got a rope and I'm dealing with it. Ooh.
Hey, there's a snack in here. Probably gonna eat it.
You definitely do not want to do that.
Why?
Whatever's in there has been in there for years. That's how you get food poisoning.
It's in a packet. I think that's safe, right? No. Take it. Examine. Is it? No, okay, let's not litter. Okay. Should I lock it? Should I not lock it? Okay, whatever. The fireworks were... Oh my god. Do I have to go back to the lookout to know where the fireworks are? It was north to your west. So from the lookout we saw that it was west. So I guess we keep going west somehow. And then let's look at the... Okay, we keep heading that way. Right? Yep, we keep heading that way. I guess we can follow the sounds too. And we'll probably get there at some point. R. Can't go there. So we can only kind of stay on the trails. Whoa, sorry. I'm toggling R. Let me run. Let me be free. I hope I'm going where the fireworks are. Oh! I did it. Shale slide. It's steep. Why can't I attach it to the hook? Okay. That is for sure not how we're supposed. Okay. What? Okay, sure. Yay, we get to rappel.
No, no, no!
Oh, wow. Oh. I'm the best fire watcher. Oh, we're still wearing our wedding ring. To Julia.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Okay. Well, oh wait, let's check it that we're still heading in the right direction. Yep. Good. Let's go. What? Why? Can I go down this way? Okay, thank you. The running sometimes makes it such that we can't really move very well. Do I get to go up here? Nope. Hopefully I'm still going in the right direction. What's that?
Well, they left their clothes out to dry. It looks like 2 people. What if they're naked?
The idiots down at the lake?
Yeah, them. I just
Oh,
found
they
it.
were at a lake. I forgot about that. Ah, okay, we're going to the lake. Would have been helpful to remember that. It's okay.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
Is this right?
There are panties.
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, because you're 12?
Panties. Okay, people.
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is that a guy over there?
Is that a guy over there?
Hey, enjoy dealing with that.
Okay. Let's go!
Don't pull any more shit or you're fucked, alright?
Don't threaten us.
Yeah, who the hell are you, creep?
Oh, he's just one of those lonely guys who likes to boss people around.
Why do guys think it's all right to just stare at girls?
You don't know a damn thing about me.
We know you're a peeping Tom. How long have you been standing over there?
Oh my god, is that what you are? Bark me out!
Ew. Can we just get out of here?
Ew, totally.
Oh, that works.
Gross.
You're just some sad man out in the woods.
Sure, as long as this gets you out of the water and stops you shooting. Oh, what a conclusion to that. Do I get to do anything in the water?
Hey, that go okay?
I hope they drown.
Yow.
I don't think anyone would mourn a couple of future arsonists.
I'm in the
Just
water,
gonna go
I'm
ahead
swimming,
and not
swimming,
log that as a threat.
swimming.
Thanks.
But seriously though, thanks for dealing with it.
Hell yeah. Alright, how do we get back? Follow the same trail. The fastest way is through Lake Trail, I guess. Alright. We're going east. Where's the beginning? How do we, like, get out of this lake area? Okay. No? Going kind of... Ooh, look at that. Wow. Oh, I'm going east. Following the water. Just like how humans used to do. This is kind of cool to experience, not gonna lie. I haven't done this since that camp when I was 15. And that was the last time and the only time. And it's kind of nice to be able to do it, but not actually be there. Not the best idea to keep following the river, but I think I have to do it now that I've committed to this. Oh, I can't.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I
Am
know,
I zooming?
I know I can get a little pushy, you know, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, you know, I'll try to make it up to you. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
Why? What are you gonna do? This person who's been saying things like, what's wrong with you? That's not good. There's a storm coming. Ah, what am I supposed to do? And I'm heading not exactly east. East-ish, but I need to get a bit south to get to where I need to be. Okay, let's run. Let's run fast. Come on, man. Ah, I don't want to be in the rain. What? What?
Hello?
I don't know. I would do that. I don't get to report the cave now? Where the hell am I? What have I done? Well, that's kind of a road from the cave. I guess. Why not? It's not too bad. Right? Right? Ooh, what's that?
This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
That's too bad. I used to
Cool.
go caving in Colorado a lot with someone. Would be really nice to pick that back up.
Fond memories, huh?
Oh,
Big time.
in
I'll
Colorado.
keep an
So
eye
we're
out for
not
those
in
keys.
Colorado anymore. Where
Don't
is this
hold your
place?
breath.
Where are we? Climb rocks. I climb the rocks. Okay, okay, I think this is good. I think we will be back on track. What?
There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps?
Yeah, I came out of this cave in a canyon and he was just...
Creeping? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What?
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
What do you mean it's outside?
Thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
Oh, okay. I'm like, bruh, I did not sign up for some kind of horror game. Please. Please. Wow. This is kind of fun. Okay, this would be a really fun hike. A bit scary, but fun. I'm moving like I'm really confident about where I'm going. I guess I am going the right way. I am a master at nature now. Oh my god, it's getting so dark. Do I have a torchlight? I hope so. Why did I choose to follow the water? I should have followed some other... I should have gone the same way back. Why did I do this? But it's okay. This is part of the process. Learning. Trail close sign. Okay. Oh, we're back. That wasn't too bad, right? Ooh, what's this?
So it's just the outhouse then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least.
True.
And, full
That's
disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
okay. Beep beep. Use. What? You can't go into the... Aha! I did it. What's that sound? Also, it's kind of the end of the day already. What the heck, man? Spent the whole day just telling some kids to stop being in the lake naked and stop doing fireworks. I guess that's what being Firewatch means. Why is my door open? Hey. What? This so suck. What do you mean report vandalism? I have to... Oh, this sucks.
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window.
No.
Motherfucker.
Holy shit.
Oh
I'll
no.
let the Forest Service know
The
what happened.
typewriter that he got from Susan. Okay. What?
I'm gonna have to fix the window.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Henry, you won't be cold.
Really? Hey, lady, you told me to go
Okay,
back.
I put in a call.
Well, what can they do about it? Will they catch whoever did it?
This is the Forest Service, Henry. They're not exactly Hawaii Five-0. Do you have any idea who would have done this?
I don't know, man. You told me to go back and you wanted to make it up to me, and like this happened. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And
Yeah.
now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names.
Really?
We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
What am I supposed to do now?
I need you to feel safe out here.
Well, I sure don't now.
You will. I promise.
It's true though. I do not feel safe. It's day 2. We've slept in this scary place.
Wake up! Hey, wake up!
Shh. Shush.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
Okay.
I don't really know why that would be the case.
There's no backup?
The backup is the 2-day hike out of here.
So that's a no?
It's easier for me to send all the lookouts out to check the status of the wire in their areas.
Okay.
Yours is a good hike away. If you find any portion of it down, I can try to get a hold of a ranger and he'll bring someone in to fix it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
Alright.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But
Say the
thanks
right
rhymes with Hank.
name.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
Anything else that I need to do? Oh. Okay. What the hell? I just dropped the picture of me with a wife. I don't even know if she's dead or not. Is she alive? What did I say yesterday? Sleep is gonna be a real problem without making this a list of all that's happening all the time. Oh. Your sheets were gone. Going to have to figure that out today because last night wasn't good and I'm fucking freezing. I was 100% sure I wouldn't have any jewel streams out here since I was sleeping in a new place and I fell asleep around 5 a.m. There we were back on the beach in Melbourne. There's that moment where I know it's coming, where I know the water's gonna come up and up and up, and I think I'm gonna spew or my heart is gonna stop or something, but this time I woke up before anything happened. Maybe that's progress. I had my fingers crossed that I would just be dreaming about squirrels and mountains and trees and shit, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Let's go out, I guess. That's all we do. No. Go out time. Let's go get it. Go to the cave. Why do we go down the stairs like that over there? It's all chill. Nope, that's not where we want to go. The cave is north. That way? Bruh. Yeah, go that way slightly. Wait. Yep. Yep, here we go. Drop down. Oh, I guess we are. There has to be a better way to go down than that. Alright, we're on track. Whee! Run, run, run. Bruh. Right? Yeah. This looks familiar. Hey. I wanna... What the heck? Man. Why do I need to report the fog?
It's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
What? You wanna talk about this now?
You know, boring if you don't ski. We used to go to this bar called the Dollar, though. I love that place.
Oh, wait, is that down on Pearl? They have all the money
Oh,
pinned
Pearl
to the
Street.
ceiling?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I love that bar. But why didn't you go anymore?
I took this job.
Oh, duh. Hey, can you hold on a sec?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Me.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you? Okay, good.
Hey, your button is still down.
No, I don't think he has any idea. I'm absolutely sure. Would you? All right, I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard. Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, if there's anyone or anything you want to talk about, fire away.
Who was that?
Who is who?
I don't think he has any idea. What was that? Were you talking about me?
What?
You left your button pressed or something.
Henry, that call was work. I was just talking to...
Oh, we need to go
Actually,
through
it's
the
not really your
telephone.
business. Why are you freaking out?
I'm not freaking out.
Oops.
Good. I'm gonna go quiet for a little bit. Call me if it's important.
Okay. Is it okay that she can just leave? Yep, let's keep going this way. Like, what if I need help? There we go.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
Still sounds irritated.
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just Seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
What am I supposed to do? Okay, she wants me to go to the top, right? Bruh. Am I going the right way? Yep. We keep going north. What the heck? I have to follow these things? Oh my goodness. What? Is this? It's quite a lot. Oh, big bush. Nani? How do I get down there? This goes there. What? Can I go down here? I don't really understand where I'm supposed to go. She said to go to the top of the trail. Wait, that seemed right though. I have to go there. Yeah, I do. But where do I go from up there? I'm trying to run, guys. Okay, so right here, we got this pole. What? Am I dumb? Am I missing something? Because if I go down, which is where I just came from, I can't go up there. Oh, I'm just supposed to.
You wake up pretty early then, huh?
As soon as the sun comes up. The Forest Service really frowns on us putting up curtains for some reason.
Oh, there's a time limit for the reply, I see.
I just covered my head with my pillow. Seems to do the trick.
Wow. The forest could never burn down on your watch.
Can you see the communication wires from where you are?
I can see the poles, but I have no idea if the wire's in good shape or not. They run a good distance up to a spot called Beartooth Point. You just need to walk along them all the way up there and make sure everything's in ship shape.
Yeah, Lady! Okay, this is so frustrating. How do I get up there? Dude. I don't... What? Okay, I'm sure there's some other way. Just believe. Can I climb up here? Man, if... It's a problem with games. You have to do what they say. Wait, you only get to go where they say you can go. Okay, I think... Okay.
Yeah, okay, the wire's down here.
Really?
I see.
Awesome. Good find.
It's like, I don't know, a mile and a half east of me. You just follow the trail up the hill, you can't miss it. I'll go see what the damage is.
Inspect the thing up close. What? How? Clearly not here. Why are we moving so slowly and why can't I run? Okay, what's in this thing? Can I open it? I want to open. Can it be one, two, is it 1, 2, 3, 4 as well? Are they all 1, 2, 3, 4? Wee. What? Wee. A book? Wee. I wonder if there are consequences for me dropping things in the
Hey, who are these guys, Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance one of them was that guy I saw in the canyon? You know, the guy with the flashlight?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know him that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
is everyone keep is everyone let's keep map information. Yay. Okay, we still need to figure out how to get up there. And I don't know. What are these red lines for? I'm not sure. Okay. I guess most people in the world are probably asleep right now. Most people in the world. Yeah. I see.
Hey, so there are beer cans all over the ground up here.
Me
leading up the
littering with the
hill.
books that I
That's
just.
annoying.
Yeah, thing is, there were a bunch down at that campsite yesterday.
Coincidence, maybe?
I don't think so. Same brand, everything.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
Long drop down. Long drop down! Alright, we're heading up. I found a way. Hooray. All it takes was patience. Oh no. Why? Okay.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it. Yeah, the thing is, doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
Okay.
I knew
I
it the
guess.
moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an
Mystery.
actual fire burning out
It's
of
a
control.
mystery.
What do you want to do?
Mystery is
I want
brewing.
you to go find them.
And then what?
Find them?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's like one thing
yeah?
to find a
Hey, I
location
came out
and
here
now
for
I
a
have to
breath of
find
fresh
the
air and some
people.
adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I thought I was
I'll find
scary enough.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Oh wow.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
You know,
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
I'm not the actual person hiking, but I feel pretty tired walking around. I feel pretty tired walking around. Uh-huh. Okay. Going the right way. I can throw it at them.
Well, I hopped down a drop and now I can't climb back up.
That is a pickle.
I mean, I can just keep hiking, but I figured I should let you know in case I get myself trapped out here.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen before you find these assholes. I was thinking you should probably head back to where you saw them last.
Okay. Huh. Where I saw them last, which is this lake. Oh man. Okay, if I can get to that cache 241, grab some stuff, maybe clear up the map a bit. But it doesn't look like I'll be able to go southwest. So directly. What the heck? Okay. Where am I going? Going north. Well, I guess better for me to be on a What? Dude. Dude, getting lost is like... I might be done with this game for the day. This is where I fell down. That's where I just came from. No. Where I saw that the rope was cut. I have to go there, like where else could I go? Maybe we keep going up, I don't know. But that was the top of the hike. Well, I guess it looks like there's a loop around, so maybe that. Something like this. It is them, I guess. Okay, let's see, where's the loop around? So we go there, we go north. So this? Wait. There, here, yep. Oh, I just follow the beer cans. I guess that's what. Whoa! What the heck was that about? Why did we just? Okay, we follow the beer. I think what I'm gonna do, for the rest of today, is to just get to the. Actually, we never know what we're gonna do. Whether we'll just go straight to the lake or not. Okay, wait, is that right? Is that the lake I'm going to? Yes, that is the lake I'm going to. 2 miles isn't that bad. Supply drop. Nah, I don't want to go to the supply drop today. Let's go there. I don't think I need it anyway. What if there are sheets there? Never mind. Game me, Henry can deal with it.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Camilla.
Well, I am flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
I don't know what happened.
What, was he a fella you had a thing with?
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so, our love could never really be understood.
Ugh.
I have to go down there.
I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
Why? Where did they go?
I don't know. I never really hit it off with old Ned, and, one day they were just
I guess
gone.
I left them. I'm gonna leave them.
Sucks.
Is that okay?
Anyway, so it goes. Have, fun with that camera. Try not
wanna
to
go
snap
down.
anything that would scar a
Look
photo
at
dome
my feet.
employee.
I don't know. I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
Why can't I go down? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go down here. What? Oh, I see. Oh, all of a sudden I have to use rope to go down these things when I could just jump down just now. Okay, this kind of far down. Fine, fair. Okay. Wanna be the very best. Let no man ever was. No! Why are they talking about me? Return to nature.
Someone found a fossil and put it in a cache box.
Oh, really?
What am I gonna do? They'll grow a dinosaur again. We'll be growing dinosaurs, and then this will be the new Jurassic Park. Alright, we're going to the lake. We're gonna get to the lake, and then we're gonna move on to
Hey.
some other.
Sorry about snapping at you earlier. I thought about it, and yeah, I suppose that must have sounded kind of weird when you heard me take that other call. Plus, you're just out here in your own head. Trust me, I know how it is. So, did you break any hearts back in Colorado when you took this job? I myself have chosen to never get attached to anyone who would miss me, but I know I'm a bit of an outlier. I don't mean that the way it sounds. I mean, I care about people, and I like companionship as much as the next person.
I'm actually married.
But you're here.
She's sick, and I shouldn't be here, but I am.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I gotta go do a thing, but I'll have a radio. Okay, call me if you need to.
What the heck? Why did I just start standing on that? Not directly south, gotta go west slightly, which I think should be. Yep. I don't know why I wasn't expecting this game to be so much navigation. What now?
Hey, Delilah?
What do you got? You found him?
No, not yet. Why would there be a fence out here?
Because sometimes hikers go ass over tea kettle when on a trail.
So the Forest Service would put up a big chain link fence?
A chain link fence?
Yeah. It looks like it surrounds a huge area.
Huh. That's weird.
It's the US Army, man. They're controlling everything. They're doing sneaky things.
Who are they keeping out of here? And why?
Ah, jeez, I don't know. Maybe it's biologists, you know? Well, they don't want people traipsing on their precious lichens.
I don't know, man. Sus.
Do you think those girls could be behind this fence?
Well, having once been an ornery young woman, the last thing I would do is climb a fence. Especially if I knew I was in trouble.
I don't even know how I would get in.
It's really strange that that's out there, by the way.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird. Okay. That's the way to the lake. Okay. Boo! I gotta go all the way south. Okay, I'm calling it a day for this game. Save. enough navigation for today. Just for today, enough navigation. Okay, what do we feel like doing for now? Let's just listen to some chill music for a bit. Oh my god, that was a lot. Let's just listen to some music and drink some tea. Okay. There were a bunch of things that I was thinking of doing. One of them is watching this video by Sensei Seth. I don't know if you know who Sensei Seth is. He is a really cool YouTuber who makes videos about martial arts, and he tries out different martial arts. He's super cool, and one of the videos I saw was this video about Systema. And Systema is a strange martial art to most people. Some people might even think it's nonsensical because they do a lot of weird shit. But with what I know about movement and movement therapy and stuff like that, and body mapping, it could actually be there could be some stuff from Systema that we could learn to get to know our bodies better and to expand our knowledge of our body and expand our knowledge of what capacity we actually have, and understand how we do things and how we can apply our bodies in different ways. So I was curious to watch that on stream because I like Sensei Seth's stuff, and I thought it would be fun to watch that and then also like see it from a lens of being body worker and movement therapist trainer type person. So yeah, I thought why not we watch that. We're just gonna take a small little break from stimuli and uh, and just chill for a bit, because it's important to manage our sensory cup and do something chill. My games like that, because it's a little bit buggy for me, like the movement, like sometimes we hit a bush or we hit a rock that we can't just go through, and because it's the view that's like first person as opposed to I think third person view where you can see the character, gets to me sometimes. But it's still an interesting interesting game so far. Let's see. I want to create a new. In the meantime, let's create a new goal on stream elements, and you can put it on the stream. Can end in a day and date. Yeah, let's end it here. And then just gonna make this stream elements thing. And let's get it. 30, 20. Yeah, 30. I think that feels nice. Alright, let's get it in. Ah, it's so nice to listen to music while chilling. Okay. How is it over there? Does it look okay? Okay, we got a follower goal, which is to hit, I don't know, 20? How do you feel about that? 20? Is that being too optimistic? Let's try maybe 10. Let's do 10. Let's set the goal to 10. Let's just hit 10. Okay, safe. Simple goals. If you're in here and watching, okay, we'll just do 10. Simple goal of 10 followers. Yeah. Look at me, this legitness. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and watch Sensei Seth. How you guys feel about that? Yep, let's do that. What? There we go. Hmm. Okay, let's go. No, 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 no. Okay. This. Oops, sorry. Let's also capture the audio. Okay. Why is this being so weird? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna watch this by Sensei Seth. It's a video about Systema. This is the strangest martial art. Okay. Oh, what are you watching? Watching Sensei Seth's video about Systema. It's a Systema martial art. Okay. So, and then we're gonna see what they do with body work, movement therapist, lens, body mapping, blah blah lens. That I do. Whoops, so, pause. For my professional life. Professional. Oh my god. What? Wait, does that look right? Ah, what the heck did I just move? Oh, I'm moving. I see what I'm moving. Because I grouped them together. Okay, I'm trying to move YouTube, guys. Come on, OBS. Stick with me. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Has to be able to work with all those positions
How's the sound?
at once, right?
Videos like today's are quite possibly the most difficult part of this channel. Not physically. How do I want to do this?
See? And it's inside.
Yep, it is. This is Systema, and a lot of people consider it to be the worst martial art ever.
So if I got a couple of guys coming around, I got to learn how to hit in ways that's releasing the tension from their body.
Do you mind if I jump in there?
Sure.
Okay. And this man who just knocked my solar plexus into somewhere between my smallest toe and the next biggest toe is a leader in this style. And this is probably going to be one of the more difficult videos I make, because styles like this need to be questioned.
As I'm working, so you understand how to work. I don't want to hit your face. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, like we can see, it looks a little bit.
It's very difficult
It looks a bit silly,
to walking up to someone
but
who's proficient in something and
I
trying to
think
decipher
it-
in front of them whether or not
let's see
you
if it
think
makes
that
sense.
their thing is good or bad.
Yeah, but in this drill, I think the danger that comes from you is more dangerous than the danger that comes from these with this. So I'm curious how you guys kind of mitigate that. Because mentally, I come in, I'm going to get hurt worse than you do.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this. I am, but I'm not.
So I overheard you say you're doing this because you felt like you got beat up over the weekend, and this is different.
Yeah, no, this is it's like percussive stand-up massage, really. So it looks like striking, and I guess it is, depending on how you kind of think about it. But if you know how to distribute the force from it, then it's quite relaxing.
This is Glenn. He's actually
okay. So why? Okay, what they might be doing here, right? Is where's my cursor? Is this person is hitting him with a force that's not too hard. Okay, it's, as we can see, it's kind of
How to distribute the force.
with a soft fist, and it seems like he's trying to hit with the thought of distributing the force through his body. So there are ways to hit where you're hitting like more on the surface. You're hitting you can have intention to hit into the body, or you can have an intention to hit through behind the body. And those create different sensations to the person or yourself. And you can try it on yourself too, on your leg or something, where you aim just for the superficial part. Like if I want to stop right at the where my palm is, my skin is, and then if I want to hit towards the middle of my hand and then through my hand, it creates different sensations. So now he's using like a really soft fist, seems to be aiming to go in a distributed force kind of way, and then aiming mostly superficial and then slightly deeper to like the maybe the middle of his body here. So then it just moves all around as opposed to feeling like it's just going through and wanting to cause harm. And what that does is it creates vibrations through the body, which helps create sensation, which can help. And then there's pressure, of course, from the impact and the vibration, so that can create a clearer body map in the parts that this person is hitting him or them. Yeah.
From it, then it's quite relaxing.
This is Glenn. He's actually run me through.
You can do that with a friend, not to harm them, but it can be like a little massage, like just soft fist hitting as if you're just hitting and like staying a bit to create distributive type forces, which can help with body mapping. Okay.
Through Systema in the past, but this is one of the first examples that we'll see of a style that just does things differently.
Like some martial arts have core tendencies or things that they go by.
So everything changes, especially when you have an armed system or multiple attackers. And I think what happens with something like
What the heck?
Systema is that you have core principles, but they're not. You probably have 100 core principles. So you're trying to control your breathing. You're trying to control your level of relaxation, and that could go all the way from tension to complete relaxation. So I heard someone call Systema the cult of relaxation, which I think is a great.
The cult of relaxation.
And I think that's where, if people don't like Systema, that's probably.
Let's look at what they say behind it. 4 basic principles. Relax completely. Keep 1 point. Weight under side. Extend key. That's so unclear. What does that mean? But okay, we'll see. We'll see what if they say anything about that. Yeah. It is kind of culty. They have their own special language and stuff.
Where their mind starts to go. They're like, well, I see people completely relaxing.
Right.
But I'm curious to see what else they'll do.
And they're absolutely right.
Starting off with an answer that makes sense, I see. Not really how I get the views, Martin. Come on now. This is Martin Wheeler. He's one of the leaders of Systema in the United States, and from what I've seen of him online, he's got some pretty smooth stuff out there. And watching him warm up, throwing punches at 20%, smoothness carries over, I will admit.
So just the first thing to do is just hold the knife comfortably and squeeze it and release it and just start to feel where the most comfortable range of, because you're going to use all these ranges. Sometimes the knife will be loose, you might be here, like trying to control it in some way. Just hold on to it for now so that when you loosen up the rest of your body, your hand doesn't loosen.
Okay, so what they're doing here, squeezing, releasing, is a great way to just test how much force you actually need to do something, and then try to find different ways that you can grip an object, or try and understand the typical way you tend to grip an object can be with your phone. So you can try and squeeze, release, squeeze as tight as you can, release, and then just find different ways to hold it. All fingers here, some fingers this way, And then what that does is it gets you to understand how you use your hand in relation to objects and in relation to the rest of your body a lot more clearly. You can do this with anything. You can do this with a door, you can do this with a water bottle. I did that in my video, one of my videos, talking about hands and wrists. So yeah, I mean, over here they're using a knife, which I guess you could do too if you cook, you know, and you do chop a lot of stuff. It could be really beneficial for you to do this, because a lot of people do a lot of everyday things we do, we don't necessarily think about how we do them, and you might even want to think about how to allow the tool to do most of the work. So how do you relate to the tool such that when you use the tool, you don't have to effort as much as the tool does. So gripping a knife really tightly and then seeing how as little force as possible that you need to keep the knife stable, and maybe even while cutting something. And you can, when you have time and you don't have to go through cooking like it's the chore that you just have to get through, you can just do that and see like, how little force do I need to use in order to accomplish the same task? How can I use my hand differently, or my arm, or my body differently to be able to do the same task? What is my arm doing while I'm chopping down? What is my arm doing when I'm lifting the knife up? Is my shoulder coming up? Is my shoulder staying in a certain position, of being fixed in a certain position? How am I standing on my feet when I'm cutting vegetables or whatever it is that you cut? Yeah. What is the relationship between my legs and the rest of my spine, and then into my arm while I'm cutting vegetables? So you can play around with that, and I do think a lot of people cut things with a bit too much force, too much force, too much happening, which can be a strategy, but doesn't need to be the all the time strategy. Yeah. So, yeah, not what they're doing here, but you can take this activity and make it your own.
If the knife was coming into my face or something like that, you know, my shoulder can be the thing that's working to control.
Okay, gotcha.
As opposed to just flexibility, which might give me some range of movement, but not necessarily if that changes now.
To be honest, if someone's coming at you with a knife and they're moving fast and they're intent on stabbing you, you're not gonna be able to matrix that, I don't think. You're better off just keeping distance and trying to run away. Yeah.
The freedom of movement is what was useful there.
Now, as far as warm-ups go, this isn't the silliest thing I've ever done. Actually, last class that I did with Glenn's, that was the silliest probably.
Oh, I don't have YouTube Premium, so... But, Ethical Reacts. Here you go, Seth. Here's some monies.
You gotta remember, a lot of this stuff was designed for...
That looks comfy. What the hell? Wait. Wait. Like their feet are on his thigh, and they're lying down on him. And then I guess I'm guessing the other foot is also on the back of the other leg. Okay.
You got to remember, a lot of this stuff was designed for someone behind enemy lines, by themselves, no weapons, everyone's an enemy, can't show that you're fighting because that's going to attract attention. Use the breathing. So maybe push-ups, right? Okay. Again, this is better on a hard floor because this is probably where you're going to be fighting. So you just...
Why are we fighting on the floor?
I'm just getting free.
But this is a Systema class.
But that looks kind of fun to do.
Superfluous silliness?
Okay. So what they're doing here with the push-up, you can do is just a way to map parts of your body while doing something familiar. If like you've already done a lot of push-ups, why not map how you can keep certain parts of your scapula chill, or like muscles around the scapula chill while doing it, or allow your body to realize that you can still move parts of your body while doing this movement. And it doesn't always have to be like keep tension, make it the hardest movement ever. Yep.
So why would this be useful? So I'll show you. So you're doing an action, but your body's quite stiff.
Yeah.
So while you're doing your work, and a knife is coming in, this will be difficult.
Right.
So you're fighting someone, and you don't have any sensitivity to
Someone
the
who
blade.
hates push-ups.
Yeah. So relax your legs, keep your back straight.
Okay.
Free up your movement as you do the push-up. Now start to, there you go. So now you're starting as you're doing that.
Okay.
That's-
I've done stuff like this in workshops and in classes before, where I'm not stabbing someone with a knife, but like they're in a position and they have to kind of like their hands. It can be like their hands and feet are in a certain position. You can put them any, however, and then they'll just need to avoid like a hand. It doesn't need to be a knife, but you can kind of move your arm, and then they have to try and avoid your hand as they are in that position. And this is a great way to just figure out how you can have ease and flexibility and movement in positions that you might be familiar with if you've been in a plank or a push-up position before, often, or even movements or positions that you're not so familiar with, and then building your understanding of what you can actually do in these positions and what your body can do. And that will help your body learn to be comfortable in more ways, in different ways.
some sensitivity to the blade,
Right.
even if it gets through,
Okay.
which is likely.
Yeah.
So look, if I'm doing this and you're pushing the blade on me, you see I have freedom at any point.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's important to keep in mind that this isn't just about push-ups. I don't think. It's also about how Systema thinks differently about how you use muscles and how the way people train confines them to the techniques they're using.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
roughly
great
what
conclusion.
Was it because I got kicked in the head by someone doing a push-up? Maybe.
Strength. You're going to build strength anyway. Might as well build relaxation into it. So now I could like.
That's true. Like you can find possibility in the movements, right? You just like, oh, I can still use my leg. I can still move my knee. I can still lift my arm. It sounds really obvious, but sometimes when we are in familiar positions or even unfamiliar positions, we don't realize what possibilities we have until we explore them, because we're just so used to this position. And then when you like, even sometimes just with my clients, like just getting them to like lift their arm up and reach it out while they're in a plank, it's just like, whoa, that's so strange. Or like reach this arm and then reach this leg and then reach this arm and then reach this leg. And because it's not what is typical, it can be quite confusing. But then once you do it, your body's like, oh yeah, that's cool, we can do that too, that's nice. And then you just learn.
Change hands in these stress positions.
And that can help ease up certain muscles that, or parts of the body that thought they didn't need it to be tense in a certain way in certain positions, and be like, oh, actually we don't need to do that, we can be chill in this position.
I've got to develop the relaxation here.
Yeah.
Control here, maybe.
Yeah.
But put it directly into the hand. Yeah. Now do it in the low position and the high position. Low position, stay there. There you go. It's
A little different.
Now this is just task-based training. Shout out John Yuan. who I think first introduced it to me. And it's just you need to he needs to complete the task of putting the knife from one hand to the other hand, and the body just needs to do whatever it needs to do to be able to accomplish that task. And from the warm up that they did just now with feeling how your body can move in a plank or in different push up positions, you can start to figure out ways you can distribute your weight so that you can accomplish this task with more possibilities. And he might expand his understanding of his current capacity to be able to accomplish this task. So right now he thinks like, oh, it's like really hard to be able to do that. But if he, did more of what they did just now with the warm up, he might actually be able to. He might realize that this task is probably a lot easier for him than it seems. And sometimes it's just repeating the task a few times, and your body will realize that, oh, actually, we can do it in these ways.
The more you can do in any position, the less you have to move to another position to start working again. I don't want to go into any positions that I can start working again. I want everything in transition.
Yeah.
That's a capability. And then I'd work on, so for example, I'd stretch out.
Oh my god, that he's strong.
Please, go ahead.
Yeah.
So,
Holy shit.
You all just did it. Okay.
What?
Good.
Yeah, go Seth.
Then,
So yeah, like it's just new, you see. Like his body was like, looking at that, like how the heck are we supposed to accomplish that? And then just experimenting with it, pushing down, figuring out which parts need to be tense in order to accomplish the task or relaxed. Created the movement, and then honestly, anything can be a task, but like it's like you need to lift your body off from the floor, but only your fingers and your balls of your feet and your toes can touch the floor. That's the task. And then I just did it.
I mean, I'm showing you the hard stuff.
Ooh.
And then one-handed, and then, It's useful because now I can work without muscle.
Right.
And just the muscle
mean-
can be relaxed, sensitive.
I mean, I don't think he's working without muscle. Muscle still probably work in these positions. Like what is accomplishing these things then, these movements. Muscles are still working and working together in order to accomplish the task. And of course, all the sorts of different tissues and energy systems are working to accomplish this task of a super difficult plank position. But yeah, there is this big thing in certain martial arts and also certain types of body work that are very like you must be relaxed in your body and no use muscle. No muscle, only structure, which is what they tend to say, which is like use your bones to do it. But the muscles are pulling on the bones to do stuff. It's okay that muscles are working. But I get what he's saying. It's like you can be more easeful so that you can have more possibilities in more positions. Because in general, when you're kind of tense in a position, or if you feel really tense, it can be difficult to respond, and it can be difficult to move from that position. So I think that's what he means.
Activate when they need to and not just be a constant.
Okay, so I will
Okay.
physically
Activate when you need to.
impressive. That immediately every everything that I've seen online that I'm like, that's dumb. It's harder to do than it looks. Do I understand it? Not fully. Like, I kind of. Maybe a little bit.
Even if I'm just conceptualizing how I see the world, right? So from standing to ground. So if I just keep an eye on him, I keep working. So I'm just controlling how I'm seeing the world.
He looks like he's having so much fun. Okay, that's pretty cool though. Let's see that again.
To ground. So if I just keep an eye on him, I keep
Whee!
so I'm just controlling how I'm seeing.
Man, I miss having a whole floor full of mats. Just rolling around. Being able to fall comfortably. Oh man, Seth. Okay, more monies for you. Here you go. Let's look at the whole thing again. What? Oh, he grabbed his ankle. That was cool.
I don't have any fear of going to the ground. I could do that on hard surface. I could do that on concrete.
Gotcha. You don't want to limit yourself to things that you could do or not do.
Well, also conceptually, it's hard.
I wouldn't want to fall, hit.
It's hard for me to see what somebody else doing. So by the time they
Let's take away the CC so we can see. I wouldn't want to fall hit first into the concrete, but maybe if you roll a lot,
can't do those things.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to see
it'll be okay.
what somebody else doing. So by the time they do see it,
Yeah.
they're behind the OODA.
I want to make sure.
OODA loop.
Is being difficult to understand, like, the objective, or is it just something that if it happens, that's great?
No, it's objective.
Okay.
Look, if someone sees Systema and they understand it on video, it's terrible Systema. Like if I was talking to you like this,
Right.
you're like this as a boxer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Sure. Like,
If I'm here,
kind of get an
like
idea. I think
your
it might.
body's
I think
shifting
it might
already.
go for
It's
double.
gonna stop it, right?
Sure. Right.
Okay. But if I don't have to show you any of those things, it's a lot more difficult.
That does make a lot of sense. So essentially, the way they're operating is kind of like close quarters magic, but I'd never say that.
Close quarters.
Treat it like magic.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, it's the perception of the person is important.
Yeah. And let's
Perception of the person.
And if I were to pretend this is a spoon. This video is sponsored by Magic Spoon.
Okay, let's.
Magic.
Since we're reacting to his video, we should watch the ad.
And I said if this is a spoon. This is a spoon. We all know that cereal is one of the wonderful things that life has to offer, and so is protein. Right now my protein intake is 260 grams a day, so it's nice that even my cereal has protein in it. With every serving having 12 grams of protein compared to like, I don't know, the 2 grams of protein every other cereal has. And actually for me, what I like to do a scoop of protein powder. Welcome to the recipe for Sensei Seth's massive gains. 2 scoops of protein powder.
Magic spoon of the cereal. I don't know why it turned Jamaican, but gets you a little extra proteins you don't have to feel bad about. A little bit of ice, which doesn't have any protein, but you know, that's okay. A little bit of the water.
Okay. Maybe put the lid on.
A lid?
Yeah.
Magic Spoon's nice because it's got 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, which is awesome. And then I think it's like 4 grams of net carbs. Is that right? Yeah.
I want smoothie. I want smoothie
It
too.
tastes like cinnamon rolls. It's legit so much better than when it doesn't have the Magic Spoon in it. They've also got the Magic Spoon treats. These are the same as the cereal. They're just turned into a nice little snack you can take on the go. If you want $5 off your next order, go to magicspoon.com/sensei. You can go to a grocery store, Amazon, pretty much wherever you can get Magic Spoon. But if you want that $5 off, magicspoon.com/sensei on your next order.
Let's just look at this. What we'll do is we'll just build this up from
Okay, we're back.
what is my intuitive movement and how to build that into technique. Imagine you're on the edge of a cliff. Okay. You can't step off the cliff, so we're going to isolate your movement so that you can't move around.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So
Okay.
you have to figure out what your life or death instinct is.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
So if I was to push here, exactly, your life instinct is to get away from the knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're doing this, now you look like you're doing Systema.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody who does knife fighting.
Okay. This activity I also kind of do, not with a knife again, in workshops and classes sometimes. It's called it's like a thing in the movement world. I think it's probably inspired by stuff like this. So yes, what you do is partner stands both feet no moving. You have to stay there. But what you have to do is try and avoid the hand that's trying to touch you. But you have to stay close to the hand at the same time. In some ways, with the knife, it's actually with a much better intention, and you would want your body and your nervous system probably are like, yeah, I want to avoid that knife. But with the hand, it still works. So it's just like you try and step through the person, or you try and poke through, and then they have to kind of avoid it, which is exactly what Seth is doing.
Especially if it's far away. There's no way around it. But do the same thing.
Yeah, with the knife, it's a lot stronger
Myself and let my
in
body
terms of intention,
learn
and
how to react.
yeah, this is.
Worst case scenario, this happens. So let's just look at that as defensive.
Okay, sorry. I apologize. Once was funny. Twice was way too much.
Again, hostile environments, someone's trying to kill you, an assassination or something like that. Right. Relax. No, relax. Just
Dance parties aside.
imagine you get stabbed, and then you hold onto their arm, and then you're like.
Just restructure yourself with a breath.
Dance parties aside, what I've learned about Systema is on the surface level, it looks unorthodox. It is unorthodox. But pretty regularly, it fundamentally ends up making
Take the
sense.
center line. If you turn this way, you're going through the most of them. If you go this way, you're going through the least of them.
Right.
Okay. If you completely turn, I'm going to take you back.
Right.
You're going to have to start working from there, which is another example.
Right.
Okay. I'll just go slow so you can feel it. Right. So work.
Oh. What?
So you can feel it. Right. So work.
Oh, what the heck?
This is where I think people get tripped up, and I'm a little tripped up on it right now.
I am a little.
Does it look like that as you pick up speed, I guess, if that makes sense?
Yeah, let's go.
I know you're a tough guy.
Yeah. You definitely have the knife.
Okay, so now
Wow.
as they're coming.
Faster.
Right, so I'm
What the heck?
reading your actions as they're coming.
What?
Okay, so now I'm reading your actions as they're coming. Right, so I'm using the tension, feeling out the space.
That's what the heck?
Feeling out the space.
I don't want
What?
No.
Okay, cool. Just check.
I don't want to.
Just check. There's like, it bothers me when people try stuff and you see them kind of like,
Give up.
yes, yeah.
There's
Okay.
no fate.
I don't want to act like,
No, I don't want fating goat syndrome.
Cool.
What the heck? Oh my.
Become an effect in this.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
It's all part of the.
Okay, from what it looks like, it's like he's really manipulating a lot of the end rangers and the, like the elbows, hips, a lot of angles to try and create.
I believe you, they don't feel right.
Yeah.
I guess like how intense does
Imbalances.
the level get for something like
It's
this?
whatever you want to do. It depends on the club. It depends on the people training. Oh, so because he's more used to taking.
That was crazy.
Glenn, buddy, this one's my bad. I'll take ownership of this one. I'm sorry.
So you work to control, but it doesn't look like anything from the outside,
Right.
right? Once you're working
Poor guy's getting hit.
inside of them as much as anything else. And realistically,
It hurts. It so hurts.
really shouldn't feel
Oh my god. What the heck?
inside of them as much as anything else. And realistically, you see, it shouldn't.
Oh.
Anything. You okay?
Ouch. Yeah.
People will say, well, he's going slow and I'm going fast.
Right, yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm not. I'm going relative,
Yeah, I guess you're not going that fast.
right?
Right.
And so even if he comes faster or whatever his thing is,
Should have caught you, sorry. Yeah, I got out of the way, that was my bad. I'll say trick, did you say?
Oh my god.
So, I guess it's technique talking. My thought process is the faster you go, the less technique you keep.
It's so scary because like if you're in the class and he's like, here, let me show you something. You don't want to go full force at him because you have that same full force returned back to you. But at the same time, what Sensei Seth here is asking is to see something in more real time. So the dude, I guess his name was Glenn. Had to kind of go at, I don't know, 0.5, 0.7 speed and a bit more effort so that he could do it. But the whole thing about Systema is that you return the effort and tension back. Oh my god. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know. I would be scared. And then I wouldn't know if I would be able to kind of go in more real time. Yeah.
You would think.
But I guess if you're not
working in techniques, it's different.
That's, yeah. Do you notice that at a certain speed you lose some of the
It's just harder on them.
fluidity, connectivity?
Really, it becomes harder on them.
Okay. Gotcha.
This is the second time I've brought up technique, and I learned that Systema doesn't really practice technique the same way every other martial art does. If you think of like a boxer practicing a jab over and over again on a bag, on a mitt, that boxer would try to get that specific technique and movement as optimal as possible. Systema treats a punch more kind of like a living organism. And the first time I heard this, it was probably not too dissimilar from what you're thinking right now. Oh, silliness? That's silliness. And then you get punched by him.
So even if I was just like Muay Thai striking, right?
Yeah.
So we're a boxing position strike.
Sure.
Okay. Well, if I free that, one thing is just to release it. Another thing is to.
He's scared.
I've been here before.
Okay. This is just an opener, just to see where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be scared too.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Right. So, and it's inside.
Oh.
You see?
Oh. Oh.
I was fully prepared
So
for that.
now, grab the breath. Grab it. No, internally grab it. Grab the snake.
Grab the snake.
Yeah, a little bit. That is.
Okay.
I do have it back.
There's a few things that he did that I could not explain, but then happened. Like, that was a good example. If you want to get access to the uncut video, the whole thing, there's a lot of interesting moments and nuggets of information that Martin Wheeler gives us here. If you become a Yellow Belt channel member, you get access to this uncut video, as well as other uncut videos that I've made in the past with other instructors.
Okay, then
It's not a bad deal.
his whole thing about grab the snake and let it out is probably like just imagery cues that you could use to help yourself change the sensation that's going on.
Okay. So now I'm not going to hit hard.
Okay.
But look, if I hit in the same spot, this is this.
Yeah.
Right? If I wanted to open that up to this, that would be this.
Okay.
If I wanted to open up to the whole body, you see that would be, and that's just catching your whole tension system.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. I don't know why I covered my mouth.
So now I'm not hitting hard, right? It's just right. But again, this is just
Not hitting hard, he says.
right.
Yep.
Feet. Right. So I'm starting to internally change, and that becomes hard on the other person.
I do think that when you have different intentions, when you do something, it can be touch someone, like you wanna in my videos I do like meaningful touch. So when you have different intentions, like you want to grab hard or you want to like meet the skin first and then slowly grab, like almost like allowing your hand to sink into the arm versus like immediate grab hard, you create different outcomes or outputs. So intention does help with creating different sensations out into the world or onto another person, if that's what you're doing. Or to yourself, if that's what you're doing.
the pain.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that.
Okay.
That one seems like something you might be a little bit better at than I am.
Okay.
I don't really fully understand how they generate this kind of power, and specifically feeling from such close quarters. I think it's because they're focusing less on what they're doing and more on how it's impacting you. But I think of it as kind of like Cold War.
By drawing daily sketches,
It's a lot of ads. Oh my
discipline,
god.
improve your skills and foster new ideas.
Or Russian magic weirdness. And turns out I'm not super wrong. The Foundation seemed to go back 1,000 years.
Oh, history time.
There's no real single founder. There's no moment, a specific place. But most written accounts of the origins of Systema are a mix of oral traditions, religious, legend, and Soviet-era propaganda. And it wasn't even really called Systema until the late 20th century. It was called something like military martial arts or something like that.
What the hell?
It was called something like military
wow.
like that in Russian. There's different versions of this history. One, that it was created by the Cossacks, which is a group of East Slavic-speaking people known for their military.
Why are the Russians
Then it was
so
adapted in the 20th
crazy
century to become more modern. So if you think
in
like
training
KGB, Soviet Spetsnaz,
things?
spies,
Look at that.
it was thought to be modernized in these kind of unspoken backroom military operations in like the Cold War era. Stuff that's probably supposed to be a secret. So you know what else is probably hard to find? The history. So yeah, much like the actual style itself, the history is also kind of hard to figure out.
Oh my god.
Take this at a reasonable speed so you can kind of see it, but what if we built this into a
Okay.
multiple attack thing? Even if you're fighting
What?
one person, you're never fighting one person. Guns can get pulled, you know, anything can get. And you have to be, like, nobody's bulletproof.
Right.
Nobody's 9.
Yeah.
So you have to have a high level of sensitivity as to what's happening. So I'm just going to show how to build this up from the same
Sensitivity
concept of what we did there. And all I was doing with this, right, was, oh, doesn't matter, whatever knife, okay, is my body's starting to get an understanding of what the intuition is to get away from the blade. I'm giving myself beats.
Okay.
Okay.
That I can start to open up. So look, if I was to take 3 knives, just initially,
Yeah.
okay, a ridiculous situation.
I've seen this one before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, and you see guys like they turn and stuff like this, okay.
Right.
But really what I need to do is be able to move off this blade, not into this one.
Sure.
So my body has to be able to work with all those positions at once, right? At the same time.
Right.
So I have to have a lot of internal freedom and control, but I'm relying on the intuition to have its own intelligence.
I don't know, man. If the knife is that close to you, like,
I guess it's not
you'd at least get
okay,
cut.
This is a situation that happens a lot.
No, I get a sense of movement
Yeah.
all the time.
You get attacked by 3 knife attackers every night. Oh my god.
Gotcha.
Okay, he got out of... That does! That looks good! What the hell? That's cool. That's actually really cool choreography. But he wasn't it wasn't choreography. He was just responding to the situation.
Right.
You see, I'm opening. It's okay. You guys, don't miss me. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Don't miss him.
There you go.
That's the thing about these things, right? Like the students may not be like, I'm gonna stab you in the gut.
Sorry. Even if I get into a striking thing, if I hit him, it stabs me.
Right.
So I have to understand.
Yeah, like
again from the
that
sensitivity
knife
of
at that moment would not keep going this way. Person would probably go like this.
the environment, how to hit him in ways.
But then again, I guess if someone's going really fast with a knife, they might just keep going in that direction. If they really commit to the movement, maybe.
Not stabbing me.
Yeah.
Out of action, out of reaction.
Yeah.
But they could just move their arm this way. You know, they wouldn't
Because
just do that.
striking has like very specific things
I know.
that both sides of your bodies do.
So I have to understand how to hit so that it releases the blade.
Right. You guys did this all weekend?
Yeah.
You guys. Gotcha.
So if I got a couple of guys coming right, I got to learn how to hit in ways that's releasing the tension from their body.
Okay, that's more realistic, more real time.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, go! Stab! Proper stabbing!
The body's action.
Stab! Yeah, like just keep going like this.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
Action.
What he just did. People will be doing stuff like that. Pew 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 pew. Shush 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 shush.
That's not ideal. Yeah, rubber knife doesn't help.
I'll just go slow so you get a sense of rhythm.
Honestly, this is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this thing
I
called.
wanted to do that because I want to know how much you guys are giving up. Like, I understand you're getting hit hard too. It's not like they're not being as much of giving ukis as it comes off.
There's no Ricky in Systema.
Yeah. Oh.
You right?
Yeah, those just set in late, you know?
Okay, now that I've had a little bit of time to marinate in this, there's things that I don't like about this, but there's also some things that I do. The nature of practice.
There's this thing called the Ultimate Self-Defense Championship. Where there is a knife stabby portion, with people going hard, and I would be very curious to see this teacher, go in a simulation like that. Like if people are really going at high speeds with knife, intent on stabbing you anywhere on your body, just cutting you, not stabbing you, just whatever, right? Maiming, right? How he would do with that.
Like this, depending on how hard you're hitting each other.
Am I like TOS right now?
Practice is better than 2 practices where you get hurt on the second one. And then when you're looking at when they are whacking the absolute crap out of each other.
Realistic. See, it really shouldn't look like anything.
I've done the most intense.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Ultimate Self-Defense Championships.
And one thing I noticed
See?
was it doesn't really matter how well you grapple and
Yep.
grab onto the knife. It's still going to stab you, and that I wish I would have struck more to get their mind off of the knife.
Yeah.
With that being said, the danger paradox of this drill is that the person with the knife is not really causing any harm to the person who's receiving the knife in this drill, not in real life, which kind of shifts how the knifer operates.
There's an element of self-preservation in the thing then, do you know what I mean? Like, so if I tackle an absolute idiot and I go blundering into this and I let them smash my face in.
That's true though.
Training, so there's an aspect of like when I realise I'm in control, I start to try and move away from it.
He's also learned.
Right. Yeah, like so to minimise the damage, right? So
You are. I think
That is true.
Comes from you is more dangerous than the danger that comes from these with this. So I'm curious how you guys kind of mitigate that, because mentally I come in, I'm going to get hurt worse than you do.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Does that play any
That's part of it.
role in it?
Definitely. I mean, you're not really dealing with 3 people. You're dealing with an organism that has 3 parts. But I'm using my breathing to relax. I'm relaxing my body, but I have power in
Like-
the system. I strike it just a little harder.
I mean, it is true that in real life, when someone stabs you, they wouldn't just keep going at you because they will get hurt as well. So if you are striking, you're more likely to put the person off from coming back to try and stab you or to try and do things differently. But I don't know, man. When a person's stabbing you, like, I think they think I have knife. I want hurt. Like if a person is already stabbing you, I don't know if they're mentally sound. To be honest, to be thinking about like, oh, I don't want to get hit. But sometimes that's what pain does, right? Like you hit them enough, they would be deterred from wanting to come back in.
Tough.
Okay.
Are you okay with this? Sure. Yeah. Okay. So look.
I like that he's really testing it though. I appreciate it.
I don't want to hit your face.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Ah!
Yeah, I definitely feel it. So the thing is, like, from the inside, it does feel like you are in control. I think there's a gap between what people see and what's actually happening.
Yeah. That's that intention.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Could I try? I won't hit you guys.
Yeah.
The being the knifed. It looks kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. You guys aren't supposed to come at me at once. Yeah.
Just wait.
Come at me like one at a time or something.
Relax.
This is good.
Keep relaxing. Breathing. Good idea. Nice. Take your time. Breathe. Just think about it. Just get out the way. Good. Very good. Take your time. Okay, not bad.
Okay, the guy at the back here is missing way too much. Like,
Definitely
but
harder than it looks.
what this shows is that
Don't understand it. Systema is a
it's
system
not
designed
as
to not be
easy
understood.
to
So I wanted
dodge
to
or
get
to
the
block
opinion of
the
someone who's
knives
taken it
as
for a long
it
time, who could speak
seemed,
better on it
because
than I could.
Basically, I did
the dude
special
was
forces
more
over
skillful.
years in the Special Operations Forces.
Okay.
I'm a retired 06.
Why do you choose to do Systema over other martial arts?
So, I've done several martial arts over my, life.
Yeah.
Even, a little bit before I came into the military and then throughout the military. And I never came across an art like Systema until I found it. And I realized every martial art is nerfed to a certain extent because it's dangerous. You can't simulate a real fight without somebody getting hurt.
Right.
Okay. The nerf on Systema is only speed.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Which that immediately connected to my military experience because we always would train slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Sure.
Right? Because the myelination is happening even if you're doing a movement slowly. The myelination on the nervous system is still happening. And then when you ramp up to speed, it's there. Okay? If it's not there perfectly, it'll adjust and have to get myelinated a different way. But what you're doing in Systema is we're not limiting the movements. We're not limiting the environment.
Yeah. Or even
right?
contact.
Right. We're throwing everything at a person that a person could get thrown at them.
Sure.
Whether it be weapons, ground, stand up, multiple attackers in the bus, whatever. And then we're learning how to use our nervous system and our body to be the most effective in that environment. I've seen no other martial art or any movement practice as creative as Systema. Like we're rolling, we're doing all kinds of crazy moves, anything you can think of. It's like jazz compared to classical.
Sure.
It's just very improvisational, it's very creative.
I mean, it is really out of the box.
And not only that, but we also, because we're used to touching each other and, striking each other and mashing on each other and mashing our tissues and finding the tension spots, massage is a huge aspect of Systema.
Okay.
Even though it might look a little different than what you think a massage is.
Sure.
Because we're also learning how to control a person.
Right.
But that's the brilliance of it. It's like, okay, they came up with a healing art that's actually teaching you combative arts as well at the same time.
Yeah.
That to me it obsesses me about the art. I've been doing it 10 years now.
I mean, not gonna lie, I think my bodywork knowledge probably. I used to do martial arts also. I wish I had more of the bodywork knowledge that I have now back when I was doing martial arts. And but also I think what I knew from martial arts and like kind of building that intuition of how to manipulate bodies has had a lot of carryover to my body work and hands-on therapy stuff, and kind of like movement cueing and things like that with my hands, but without the aggression and forcefulness.
And I can't get enough. Right. So
As for my closing thoughts on Systema, there's a couple words that ring in my brain. Martin spoke about tension a lot, and I take that as the same type of tension you would feel from a boxer who throws everything with full conviction. And the only way you mitigate that is by being more relaxed than they are. And that is exactly what they're doing. The way they practice these techniques on one another is what I somewhat relate to Muay Thai sparring. Muay Thai sparring is not the hardest you can go. It's much more play. Now, this is that to the 10th degree. This is... there's sometimes they're beating the crap out of each other, I will admit. I think if you pair together the way they
Yeah, it looked like it.
with their unorthodox striking, it makes sense that the general public, sometimes including myself, would be more questioning. And here's the thing, Martin Wheeler is a judo black belt. From what I understand, he's done a fair amount of kickboxing. He co-runs an academy with Higan Machado. So you can't look at the man and be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, because it's just not true. When
Yeah.
he explained how people
I mean,
are
he
supposed to
he
understand
clearly
Systema and how it's supposed to come from a place that's more
like it clearly looks like he learned a lot of different things. He applied a lot of what was like useful from a lot of things, and then used Systema as a principle along with the capacity that he already has from doing all sorts of martial arts and movement practices. I guess Systema is a great way to expand that even further. That he's just a super adaptable person and body.
more hidden. I related to that through the whole video. I came into this wanting to question as much as I could, but hearing every answer that he had, sometimes I think they were too intricate for me to fully comprehend. I left a lot of it in because maybe you do, but being in the little movements with him, it's hard to explain. When he moves you, it doesn't feel like you're going with the flow, like you are being put there. His ability to strike one after another without like a lot of downtime in between or thought process in between, that's impressive. And
Yeah, that's cool. That was cool.
Flow state. These dudes are flowing like a river. These dudes are flow state. These dudes are like flow country. Before I started the video, I mentioned that these are some of the hardest videos for me to make, and that's true. Because I have to balance my own skepticism with my own willingness to learn. It's a very hard thing. So I do appreciate Martin and Glenn and everybody else for coming out and explaining this to me, or for helping me understand some of the context of what you typically see. Martin's YouTube and his website will be linked down below. I think he's pretty fascinating to talk to.
Martin has a YouTube. Maybe we'll watch it next time.
I think it's a little bit harder to wrap your head around. Till next time, subscribe or I'll Systema you.
All right.
Hey guys.
Cool. Okay. So that's the end of that video. Wow. That was something. Okay. No added followers today, but that's chill. If there are people watching and you want to follow, I would appreciate it. Help me get to my goal of 10. Yeah. Wow. Systema is really interesting. I wanna look more at like Martin's other videos. I see a lot of stuff that I've done in workshops where I help people with body mapping and understanding and growing their ability to find possibility of movement from more positions, and then finding more ease in their body in more areas. So yeah, Systema seems really cool as like a principle of what you can add to like your movement practice or martial art. Yeah. I wonder if it would be easier applied when you already have a martial arts background, or like some sort of foundation in grappling, and also some kind of striking, and then you add Systema and you start to expand your understanding of all of that. I wonder if that would work better, or if it's better to just go fresh. Maybe even have a movement practice first. Just a movement practice that allows you to explore and play with your body and find different ways of moving. And then you go to Systema, which seems to have a little bit more intention behind intention in terms of how you affect the environment or another person. Yeah, seems to might be a better way to go. I'm not sure, but I'm curious. I wish there was someone I could learn from in Singapore that had the something I liked about Sensei Seth is he does seek out for these more like these stranger, more esoteric systems. He seeks out people who actually can apply it practically pretty well. Like that guy's a black belt in judo and does kickboxing and other things in a high level, at a high level. So, and then as you saw with how he managed to manage the three knife attacker situation as compared to Seth, you can see that he is very versed at what he does. He is a very high level martial artist. So he tends to seek people out who do esoteric practices, who also are very grounded in practical tools and practical ways of being able to do things and do test their systems. So I do appreciate that, which is why I like his videos and watching the people that he brings on. So yeah, cool, super cool video. I want to check out more of Martin's stuff. But anyway, that's it for today. I am gonna go off because I'm gonna have dinner soon with my partner. I'm gonna chill for the rest of the night. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.